This video is sponsored by Insta360, and the last time I made a video for Insta360, I said, why be square when you can be 360? But that was until this. Now, for the first time in about 5 to 6 years, I am finally getting rid of GoPro. And that's because of what's in this box. This is the Insta360 Ace Pro! It's Christmas all over again. I have been waiting to get out of GoPro's prison for 5 years. I remember trying to get clips on the GoPro, and that piece of junk would just overheat, it would freeze. I've even had one full day of lost footage, so to say I despise GoPro, well, that's a f***ing understatement. The Insta360 Ace Pro is a big you to GoPro. So the last time I did a campaign with Insta360, I said, why be square when you can be 360? But with the Insta360 Ace Pro, you can now be square and 360. Damn, that was epic.
I got a work call here in a second. Got a work call. Okay. I watched that Adobo Moto tutorial on how to do your chain. And Adobo Moto is crazy.
Not even gonna say his name right. That's crazy.
Adobo, sorry. He's the reason why I start only posting quality videos.
I post every other day.
I was very excited about the Ace Pro, and I reached out to Insta360 and I was like, wait, why don't I have one yet? So they said, let's change that. But of course, I want to start this video by highlighting the best feature of the Insta360 Ace Pro, and that's a night vlog. We're gonna do a coffee run, but one of the main differences is we're gonna do this coffee run at night. Of course, we're taking the RSV4, and it's about 6 p.m. If you can't tell, it's pretty much pitch black outside. The settings we're using for this video is pure video. It's essentially Insta360's low light mode, and it's actually one of their shining features. Apparently, no other action camera in this segment has a low light as good as the Insta360 Ace Pro. So without further ado, let's go test it out. Okay, so I'm gonna try to take you guys through a little bit of everything, but for now, let's go ahead and do a cold start. Oh, yeah. Alright, visibility is low for me because I have my tinted visor, but I'm going to attempt to just kind of talk through this whole thing. Surprisingly, it's not that cold tonight. It's about 50 degrees right now, which is pretty good for the first day of February. I think tomorrow's Groundhog's Day, so that little groundhog better do that thing where it either sees its shadow or doesn't see it. Whichever one it is, spring better be coming, or Filipinos are going to eat groundhog for lunch. Which is probably not uncommon. So this is the route that you guys normally see if you guys follow my regular riding and talking. I should have put the clear visor on. I don't know why I didn't. I just get coffee here and call it a day. Dang, I can't believe there's a line. It's actually closer to 7 o'clock and there's still a line for coffee. What a glorious day it was. We went to go eat some melon seed. It's one of my favorite sandwich shops in Tacoma. If you've never been, go check them out. It's a black-owned business, and chef makes some of the best sandwiches in town. Barbecue pulled pork, it was so good. Okay, this is a pretty well-lit street. Not as well-lit as downtown, but it is pretty easy to see, even with the tinted visor on. Now, on the GoPro, it's almost impossible to do like night riding, and especially like during rain. With rain at night, visibility is already pretty damn low, but I have some experience with the GoPro at night. And in the past, it's been okay. Like, we've had like no complaints, right? But now with the Insta360 Ace and Ace Pro, the fact that we have this really big sensor for a action camera, and now it gives us low light capabilities, it's pretty insane to me. I tested this against my DSLR the other night, and the results were pretty surprising. Okay, it is nighttime, and we are doing a nighttime test. This is without the nighttime AI. Okay, now we are on the pure video. I do have one light right up here. It's a little floodlight, but it's still not really that bright out here. That is what that looks like, and so I'm pretty sure once I'm in post, it's probably gonna look pretty good, as far as I know. Now, does that mean I'm gonna be doing a lot more night motovlogs? Probably not, but in the summertime, I do end up getting caught riding home at nights. A lot of that footage I actually don't even use. Like, I probably don't even turn on my GoPro because I know it's not gonna be good quality image. So if this footage turns out pretty well, then you might see me using this Ace Pro a lot at night. For all you guys that like to film your drag races at night, this might be the camera for you. Who knows? Now, the challenge with the GoPro hasn't been night riding. It's been the low light stuff like this. you know, where there's barely any streetlights. And this is one of the major highways, and it's not as well lit up as where we were just at. See these couple lights? That's probably all you'll get from here until you get to the main highway, which is I-5. So I'm really curious to see. As excited as some of y'all were when I teased the Insta360 Ace Pro, you know, I had my doubts until I tested it in front of my house against the DSLR. And I'm like, look, as long as there's a little bit of light, which is like my headlights, we should see pretty damn clear.
Now, the Insta360 is powered by the same sensor that's in the DJI Action 4. It's a 1/1.3 inch, and if you look at low light comparisons between the DJI Action 4 and the Insta360 Ace Pro, you'll understand that the sensors is where the similarities end. And that's because Insta360 is utilizing the same thing they've been using in the 360 cameras, AI. And that AI is what they're calling the pure video mode. Insta360 gave me access to their spec sheet that's not available to the public, and the most interesting thing I read about the pure video mode is when the environment gets darker, pure video performs better.
7 o'clock at night. But I mean, hey man, it's Washington State. People get coffee 24 hours a day. It's hard not to get addicted to coffee out here. It's a little different coming out here at night, man. Look at that view, bros. I don't know if you can see anything, because I sure can't. What up, bros? Oh, that's a good spot right here. Alright, looks like there's like a little bike meet going on. What's up, man? I'm testing the thing at night. Yeah. What are you guys doing? Oh, is it the Thursday night thingy?
Yeah, it's Thursday night.
Oh, that's sick, man. That's dope. Hell yeah. What's up, guys? What's up, bro? What's up, bro? I'm testing this at night. That's why I'm out here. What's up, brother?
Do the ride?
What ride?
The one, or did you just?
Nah, I just came from my house. I was testing this, like the nighttime footage. So yeah.
This is a CB1000R. CBR1. No. What is it?
CB1000R.
CB1000R. Okay. You're gonna eat me, bro. Jesus Christ. If I say it wrong. Alright, this is cool, man. I actually like this bike. The only thing I don't like is the Neo retro look. Why did you pick it up? They look pretty tall. Can you sit on it?
How it looks.
Can I see you sit on it? Because it's a tall ass bike, bro. Oh, this is an aftermarket seat. That's beautiful, man. How tall are you?
6'2".
How's it feel on you?
Good.
You put the clip-ons on?
Yeah, well, it's not clip-ons, but it's a whole aftermarket bar.
Okay. Did it come with upright bars or?
Yes.
It did. Okay. Can you grab the bars? I just want to see. 6'3" you said?
6'2".
6'2". Okay, just as tall as my brother. Oh wow, dude. That actually fits you really well, surprisingly. All right, here, hold the camera. Can I sit on it?
I'm not gonna say no to riding a.
Bro, this is tall. I like it though. Wow.
Too short.
Yo. Hey, it's light, dude. I thought it was gonna be heavier.
Yeah.
Is that gonna be your next 1,000?
No, bro. I still think it's ugly, but hey, man, I respect it. I like the grips.
Yeah, it just needs some changes from stock. Like stock, they're kind of ugly with the mirrors that came up there.
Yeah, no, what you did with it is beautiful, man. Look at these front wheels, but look at how many spokes it has, dude. You got enough spokes in there?
No.
Jesus Christ, bro. It's a beautiful bike, man.
Got the single swing on it too.
Oh, it does.
So bad, so I have.
Okay, I take it back. So I don't know. I don't know how I even got all this audio, but I don't know if y'all know. I'm a fucking sucker for single-sided swing arms. Yeah.
Who isn't?
I don't know, losers.
No person that's gonna go, I
losers.
f***ing hate single swing.
There's a lot of. Have you been in my YouTube comment section, bro? Yeah, bro. Okay, let's go over some of the features of the Insta360 Ace Pro. The lens is co-engineered with Leica. It has a 2.4-inch flip-up screen. I use this a lot in Vegas when I was vlogging. I use it a lot when I'm off the bike, and it's nice to be able to hold it like this and also look down and see what's going on. The Insta360 Ace Pro also has active HDR for video. HDR stands for high dynamic range, but to put it simpler, when you take a video with something bright in the back and there's nothing shining on your object from the front, sometimes this part will be dark. With active HDR, the background will be perfectly exposed as well as the foreground, all without needing extra lights or reflectors. Let me show you what I mean. I have my light right here bouncing from the ceiling. You see how this background is overexposed? Now we got a semi-perfect exposure over here and an underexposed foreground. Again, we can thank AI. Now, speaking of AI, there's an AI Highlights Assist. So if you're new to the Insta360 world, Insta360 does a really good job with their Insta360 Studio app. They also have a desktop version, which I prefer. But back to the AI Highlights, what this does, especially for motovloggers who like to keep their cameras on at all times, AI will highlight moments in the footage that it thinks are significant, and in camera, you can create new clips using those AI highlights, or in the Studio app, you can create moments on the go to post on all these short form platforms. So if you're one of those motorcycle content creators who enjoy those slow motion reels and don't want to wait to go back to your computer to get them done, the Insta360 Studio paired with the AI Highlights Assist on the Ace Pro is insane. I'd imagine you can knock out 5 pieces of short content in under an hour, which makes it great for on-the-go motorcycle adventures. I could see adventure creators carrying a few of these in their boxes. I definitely take this with me every time I'm out there motovlogging, and I've even used this for regular vlogging because it's so small and packed with so many features. While we're still on the topic of using the app, you can easily download footage from the Ace Pro, and the app will run in the background so you'll be free to use your phone for whatever you want, like watching this video on YouTube. Okay, if you know me, you might have heard me say I will never get a CBR 600RR because of the really ugly dash, which is still true, but it's OEM, right? No, right, but the plastics are OEM.
Yeah.
So back in the day, man, everybody wanted this red one, man. It's like one of the most beautiful motorcycles in that era for a reason. People love this bike, and in this color, and you got the OEM fairing, I would just restore it. But wow, I can't believe you found this. How much did you pick it up for? Cash?
5,800. Cash.
Oh, 5.8. Wow, that's a lot. Probably because the guy was like, yeah, you won't find another one like this. Okay. Honestly, I would just, this is like a garage piece. You think I'm kidding? You even have the stock exhaust and the stock hugger?
I just wanted to replace all that.
No cracks in the seat?
This was a huge hole. And what I did is I glued that shit together. You can see the difference. And,
you know what
it's
though?
all messed up.
You could try to find an original one. You ever heard of the RC51? I heard one sold for like $30,000. It's like the V-twin version of a 1000cc Fireblade. Like even this little marker right here. I know, but like that's just, you should just keep it as is, man. I'm telling you.
All right, okay, I will.
Are you into cars?
Yes.
Have you heard of like the Nissan 240s, like SXs?
No.
Okay, they're like these little bucket ass drift cars that kids like to like drift around.
Okay.
I just bought one for $15,000. They used to be able to get them for like $800.
Huh. Damn.
Yeah. So Insta360 sent me a bunch of accessories, including this ND filter set. I thought it was kind of silly. I personally don't use ND filters anymore. I've since come to realize that action cameras are actually made for one specific purpose: getting that impossible shot. But for the sake of this video, let's go ahead and unbox it and show you guys what they look like. This is not proprietary technology, it's actually from Freewell. Freewell makes really good ND filters at a good bargain. There they are right there. We have a polarized, an ND8, an ND16, and an ND32. And it looks like it just slides over like so. Kind of nifty. It does protrude a little bit up top and a little bit on the side, but if you're a person who likes to shoot in 24 frames a second, ND filters are a must. Now, let's talk about the ND motion effect. You ever seen videos of motorcycle riders where it looks like everything in the center is in focus and everything else outside of the center is kind of blurred? That's not always because of the speed that a motorcycle is traveling. With neutral density filters, it makes that motion blur a lot more present, but now with that ND effect in the app, you can produce similar results without ever messing with these. Again, this is all AI. Okay, these next features that I'm going to mention aren't as important to me, but I think it's worth noting. This has gesture control for both photo and video, and it also has voice activation. Again, nothing that I use, but very cool to have. The other part of this is something I could use. The Insta360 Ace Pro can be used as a dash cam. I thought that was really interesting, especially for motorcycle riders. Do you know how many accidents happen every single year, and there's 5,000 of us that die every single year in the United States? That means you don't have to be a content creator to use the Insta360 Ace Pro, because this can be reliably used as a dash cam. I haven't seen something like that since the GoPro 4. I actually used to use the GoPro 4 as a dash cam. Now I'm not sure if the other action camera manufacturers have this feature, but here's what I can tell you for sure. I left this accidentally recording on my table for like an hour and a half, and it didn't stop recording. The battery just died. It was kind of hot to the touch, but I was surprised. I thought this thing would overheat, and apparently the consensus in the YouTube review world is that this does not overheat. It gets hot, but but it doesn't overheat. Now the other thing to note when you use this as a dash cam is you can simply just plug in a USB, and when you power on your car or your motorcycle, this will auto record and it'll go into a loop mode so you don't have to delete footage. Again, a dedicated dash cam action camera. That's also the best in its class in low light. What more could you ask for?
Cool seeing you guys out here. I haven't been out here on Thursday nights in a while. And I pulled up and I saw the bikes and I was like, oh shit, it's that Thursday Pacific Northwest We Need Therapy ride, right? Some shit. All right, Casey's gonna sit on the, okay. Oh, okay. I think you should take it out.
No, I'll wait until it's warmer.
Okay. Put it on its side and put your feet up.
Like that.
You look cramped though. What do you think? I tell people this isn't for tall people, this bike.
Can you tuck? Like I feel like when you...
Not comfortably, but that's probably because I'm fat.
I don't think so. It's just, it's not for tall people. Oh, he can ride.
The GP shift.
You were fucking sketching me out, bro.
Yeah, I'm like, I was just
I'm
more.
like, have you ever ridden a bike before, bro?
Well, it's the fact that I'm on my tiptoes, but it's also the fact I've never done a GP shift, so it was a little like, oh, okay, that way.
I can usually tell when people are fine by the way they take off. And you took off and made me nervous. You're like the only fucking one,
Well,
bro.
the thing is,
What'd you think?
Very responsive.
Yeah.
It's like skateboard wheels, man.
This is like riding a fucking BMX bike.
Yeah.
Because you could just control the shit out of it.
Except it wants to go a lot faster than I'm wanting to go right now. So I can tell.
Yeah. Look at this, guys. There was a bike meet at night. I didn't even know. All right, Drew. I'm out. It was good fucking bullshitting with you guys. What was your name again?
Brett.
Brett. Nice to meet you, Brett. What was your name, bro?
Casey.
Casey. It's nice to meet you. We gotta I want to ride your I want to ride your 14. I really do. So you just let me know what bike you want to ride of mine. So. Yeah, I'm taking off the Ape. You're gonna love it. All right, all right, cause I'll say, hey, you guys ride safe wherever you guys go, right? That was fun. I didn't think I was gonna see people.
Okay, this next one is for all my short form creators out there. A lot of y'all who create content with your phone do a lot of stop and start recording. Guess who else has that? The Insta360 Ace Pro. You can pause and resume recording in the same file, and you can even go back to different files and resume recording using this. So that means you can record, pause, record again, same file, and if you didn't like that previous recording, just delete it and then go back to that same file and then resume recording again. It's freaking genius. This is the next thing I want to show you guys, this GPS preview remote. It's like an Apple Watch. So in the box, there's two different mounts, one for your wrist, which is a little bit longer, and then one that would go on your handlebars. It comes with this charging pod, and I guess it just clicks on like that. That's very nice. So why is this significant for motorcycle users? You can set your angle while you have this mounted to your helmet, because this is not just a remote, it's also a preview remote. And on top of all that, this will record GPS data. There's talks of lean angle. You can record your distances. If you have an actual Apple Watch, it'll connect to that, and it'll also connect to different Garmin devices. So again, GPS, speed, maps, overlay on a video, make it more interesting. Okay, now let's talk about my personal motovlogging setup. I absolutely love this quick disconnect mount. That's something that GoPro's been lacking for how long now? Of course, you have to have a mic adapter, so you remove this door. This is their proprietary mic adapter, clicks in place. There's the mic jack right there, as well as the USB port, and that's it. That is my simple setup. I like to be as light as possible. I love a wired mic setup. It's just less stuff for me to carry around. They also sell this vertical and horizontal mount. I know some people like to record like this. I don't know why, but they wanted me to let you guys know it's available. Stabilization, I don't think it's that important. They're all pretty damn good. If you're doing motorcycle content, I don't think stabilization is as important. They do have a horizon lock, which is nice. Again, none of that pertains to me. I personally like a little bit of shake. It gives my videos a little bit more depth. Okay, we're at the part where I tell you guys all the things I dislike about this camera. And normally this is where I get a little bit nervous because this is a paid video, but the team at Insta360 love the fact that I give a lot of no bullshit reviews. They said they could care less about the unboxing videos. They want to know more about how they can improve, if there is anything to improve. And right off the bat, I'm going to tell you this. It's the lack of hype review for me, dog. While I despise this camera and this company for giving me so much unusable footage footage over the years, I have fallen in love with the Hyper-View. Here's the good thing. I'd imagine the company who redefined 360-degree angle videos could probably give us a software update to give us a wider field of view. I'm just speculating, but I know Insta360 is listening, but that is the reason this is not my dedicated Moto-Vlogging camera. Unfortunately, this is still gonna stay on my helmet. Here's another thing about this camera, the focusing distance. I can't get anything to focus like right in this area. It has to be kind of back here, and even then, not a complete deal breaker. I'm more of a run and gun type of creator anyway, but it would be nice to focus on food really up close, especially when I'm out eating. Yep, like the focusing distance is, look at that, it's out of focus. This close. When I do this, look. I'd imagine again that there's going to be a software update. I'm not going to go over in-camera audio. If you want higher quality audio, you're always going to want to use an external mic. Okay, the next thing I really dislike about the Insta360 Ace Pro, absolutely nothing else. It's a damn good camera. And I've watched reviews from people on YouTube, a lot of them comparing this one to the DJI Action 4 and the GoPro Hero 12. Both action cameras have had multiple iterations, whereas the Insta360 Ace Pro is the first one. Insta360 gave us a flip screen that's 2.4 inches wide. It destroys everybody else in its competition in low light. It even has amazing stabilization in low light. It vibrates when you hit that record button and when you stop, and the accessories with Insta360 is almost unlimited. I think it's always easier for people to find flaws in products. Like any product, the Insta360 Ace Pro is not perfect, but considering it only has 2 minor flaws that again I believe can be fixed after a firmware update, this thing is near perfect. And again, we have to remember that the Ace Pro came about because Insta360 decided to listen to not only their consumers, but their competitors' consumers as well. I don't know how long people have been asking for a flip-up screen on the GoPro. The first version of the Insta360 action camera has it. Most of us wouldn't dare to try to capture low light with this, but with this, low light is child's play. For now, I'm gonna keep this on my helmet, and I'm gonna keep this in my pocket for everything else. And when they give me a wider field of view, this is going in the garbage, and the Ace Pro will be the only camera I carry. Insta360, Adobo Moto appreciates your support. All the links are below if you want to cop an Insta360. And to the Insta360 team, thank you guys so much for listening to our complaints about everybody else and always giving us the most innovative products.